These are the highlights of the fourth match of the Simpower Super League Season 2. Nixor once again winning the toss, and the captain Amar decided to bat first. The two openers in form were out there to bat once again, and they made full use of that vivid bowling from the Lyceum bowlers. We saw Abdullah and Usman once again getting boundaries at their will. So many deliveries were going down the leg side. The right-handers were in a mood of sparing nothing today. Whenever the bowlers start dropping it shorter, they bring those cut shots into play, and whenever the ball was pitched outside the leg stump, we saw those flick shots, and we all know how good a player Abdullah and Usman both were. Abdullah, who got a big 100, the unbeaten 163 not out. He continued from where he left off the other day, and Usman, who missed out an opportunity in the first match against Foundation Public School, made sure that he gets a big score today as well. The first 6 overs were absolutely batting paradise. It was very difficult for all the Lyceum bowlers to break this opening stand. The fielders had no idea where to stand. Even though the batting power play was done and dusted, the fielders were standing outside the inner ring. Even then, it was turning out to be very easy for both these openers to get those boundaries. Obviously, this is the first outing for Lyceum in this Empower Super League Season 2. They weren't a part of this first edition, and to straight away come up with a side that was the defending champion of the last season and who got a brilliant victory, a big victory in the first match, was a difficult job, but they could have come up with a better plan, better approach. There were hardly any bowler who could have bowled with extreme pace, or there were hardly any spinners who were turning a ball a great deal, and that's why it turned out to be a lot easier for both Abdullah and Usman to just hit them away for runs. Whenever he decided to use his speed, Abdullah, just like the way he did in the previous match, he got the result in his favour. Mid-wicket square leg, extra cover, or power point. There were hardly any regions in the ground that they missed out today. So many boundaries, so many maximums. And then there were so many opportunities that came in the way of the Lyceum fielders too. I mean, they could have easily stopped so many runs because of the field, but unfortunately, the misfield, the drop catches, they dropped at least 7 catches today, giving lives to both these openers. And the form these openers were in, they were definitely going to cash them out. Both these openers getting a big century. It was Usman who got to his century first. Not only did he get a century, but he also scored 150 today, just like the way his partner did in the previous match. And when the time was running out, Abdullah also realized that he needed to up the ante. And then he also started punishing the batters. Not many occasions we see the openers of a T20 match both getting a century, but such was the occasion today. And it was not until the last over, in fact the last ball of the last over, when they lost their first wicket. That too, when both the openers were looking to attempt that third one. The previous match they played, they scored 263. They absolutely smashed the bowlers to all corners of the park of Foundation Public School. And the intentions were pretty clear. The words were pretty clear from Amar, the skipper. They wanted to go more than that. They wanted to go beyond that. And they did that comfortably. 305 in the first 20 overs is always going to be a big ask for Lyceum. The openers were absolutely on a roll today. Target of 306 was obviously going to be a big ask for Lyceum batters. Arhan and Ammar today took the new ball. Arhan was specifically bowling those bouncers because he was looking to bounce them out. Ammar kept it outside the off. There were a few shots early on in the innings, but there was hardly any resistance being shown by any of those batters. Few boundaries coming in the power play. They were going at 7 or 8 runs and over in the first 6. But after that, there was hardly anything, any resistance, any aggression from the batters. Arhan was the one who picked up the first wicket, and then it was once again all down to the spinners. They lost a couple of wickets courtesy of the runouts too. That was a drop chance. The short leg fielder and the bowler both attempted to go for the catch. It was Arhan who got his hands to it. It was his very first ball of his spell. But once again, it was him who picked up the first wicket. of Lyceum, and then it was almost over.